Okay, yeah. Just had an issue regarding space on my phone, which I was using to record audio, so need to make more room. But yeah, kind of moving beyond this though. So it's just improvise. Yeah, just kind of go along with the flow, right? We know, well, we as the player know it ends Saturday, right? So that's kind of the best thing you can do now. So I do best. How we got to where we are. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't remember the last time we made a definitive plan. Exactly. So let's just have some fun. The whole day is still ahead of us. You sure? It looks like it's the sun's saying right now. So, saying that, pick up a rock hurled out of water. 0 skips, and it just sunk. There we go. It's because this is how. This is exactly what happened in the Monica route, right? Like, except it was obviously at the park, right? It was at the lake, not sort of the pier. Somebody's lost their edge, but good try. It's about the rock, right? It sounds sarcastic, but I'll let it slide. It's about how the rock is. Like, you need a flat rock to skip. Yeah, let's see what you got. MC, I was never good at it. Well, I mean, the minimum 0, so it's not like you can do worse than the MC, right? Come on, my throw is shitty. If anything, you'll probably do better. Okay, fine. She picks up a rock and sidearms it at the surface. How many? I got 3. Okay, that's very good for not having done it for, like, presumably 8 years, so nice. Told you. On the inside, I'm screaming. She's never had more skips. Well, what was the most skips he's had in the past? The gentle breeze blows and seems to direct me to her. I know it's killing me to lose, but it's about her. She needs all the happiness she can get. That doesn't necessarily mean he should throw it, though, right? Granted, if they get into heated competition, it may be better, but, like, it's not like he's just gonna fake, like, oh, yeah, I get 0, I can't, like, hey, I got an idea if you want to hear it. Look of concern blankets her face. What's the idea? Yeah, that's why I'm like, what is it? Well, remember how we used to just explore? You mean get lost? Like, I mean, that's what this was, right? Yeah, we used to go all over the place. Why do you ask? Why don't we go now? School's in session, so no one will really be busy. Because, yeah, that's how they found this place, right? We know that's how they found this place. They were just exploring, right? Yeah, let's go. She dashed towards the road like a sprinter or something. Is he surprised? Like, this has been happening all month. Now he's, like, actually surprised. Sarah, wait up. At least she's happy right now. I mean, that's what matters. So, eventually we scamper to the city. It's nearly empty. MC, look, I'm not sure, like, just because it's a school day doesn't mean the city is going to be empty, right? Like, just throwing that out there. She points to a poster on a pole. Details of blue moon coming up. What? That sounds cool. When is it? This coming Saturday. So I guess Saturday. When the mod ends, when the routes end or whatnot. So likely whatever happens involving that blue moon is going to be the end of this route. Whether it's good or bad, because obviously we'll get that choice later down the line. Wait, it would be weird. There'd be a bunch of well, now they're official, so it really doesn't matter at this point, right? Sorry, we just became one, do we not? That's why I'm like, and? Like, what's your point being? I mean, you never asked, so, well, you brought it up. Of course you'd make me say it. I smile at her. She knows she's teasing. Well, I mean, you just gotta go through with it, right? Alright, Sayori, wanna be mine? Okay, so tier 2, that's like step 2 out of 15. Yeah, I knew you'd ask. But Dan, I just... don't think about it. Like, just let it happen. Now do you want to go to a show? What show? I asked this knowing the answer. So like a show for that, right? Yes, I've always wanted to see something like that. Then it's a date. But enough about that. How about we go eat? Step 3. Food. Let's go. Lead the way. I assume it's just the cafe, right? I rack my mind for places that are close to us. Why? It's going to be the cafe. I mean, we know this. They reuse, like, custom backgrounds. It's going to be the cafe. The place I went to earlier this week with Natsuki is closed. He needs to stop bringing it up, Natsuki, right? Because the fact that he keeps bringing her up ultimately shows, that's still something that's lingering, right? And that should be addressed. Like, given, obviously they're not official, right? So, presumably Natsuki's not going to act any differently towards the MC as a result, but then that only makes, like, more tension. So it's something that's lingering and needs to be brought up and addressed. Alright, I got a place, let's go. She flies to her signature smile. Taking her hand, we start off. And this isn't just some place he found with Natsuki. That was where Monica said they were supposed to meet, but just never followed through. So yeah, back here, obviously. The place is near deserted, with the exception of a few college students here and there. So are they, like, only students here? Like, is that, like, between 0 people being in the city, except, like, college students, right? So always wonder his eyes land upon the display of sweets. Whoa, MC, look at all this food. That's not exact. Sweets aren't exactly filling though. Get whatever you want, Sayori. I'll cover it today. You sure? We know this. We know this ultimately came back to bite it. I don't remember whether it was Relapse or Fallen Angel, which the MC's just funds, like, he was just consistently depleting his funds, but MC, you don't have to do that. I want to. Pick anything. You sure? Now she's gonna like, now she's gonna, what's it called, right? She's gonna make him pay for his decision. Well, literally pay. She dashes to the glass, covering like a can in the candy store, point and picking whatever she wants. For about 3 minutes, she comes back to me with her list. Wow, it's a lot. I've said this, right? Did I go overboard? Listen, he said, he offered, right? That's like, you gotta take advantage of that. Huh, no, I anticipate you get a few things. Thanks, you're the best. I smile at her and pay for a wish list as well as drinks. Come on, let's go outside. He's got a credit card, right? Better not rack up debt, though. She swipes her bag. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, wait, what? So, no, but that's the bag of food from the store, right? Hungry, I see. So good. She scarfs down the rest of what appears to be a cinnamon bun. Wait, what? She scarfs down the rest of what appears to it's supposed to be a cinnamon bun, right? Those are my favorite. You used to get them for me all the time. So yeah, that's like, again, harkening back to her childhood. I mean, you're always hungry, so I had to give you something. And it wasn't, this isn't a bad thing, right? I shoot her a look of total disbelief. It's not a bad thing, right? Granted, it's not a flex, but it's not like a bad thing either. Come on, Sayori, you and I both know you always ask for food. That's normal, right? Sustenance. But you... Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Just something. Yeah. But you always had a lot of it. Like, she has a point. My mom used to overload me with food to the point where I had to practically give it away. I mean, that's the sign of, a good mother, though, right? Like, there's better this than not having enough. Natsuki. We'll eventually figure that on her route, but still. I mean, yeah, but my point still stands. Stop, you're making me feel bad. Like, don't feel bad. I wouldn't have given it to you if I didn't want to. That's what I mean. Like, it wasn't like he was going out of his way to give it to her, but I still feel bad. So I just bought you all that stuff because I want to. Believe me, no one else gets that treatment. Then why do I get it out of all... Coming back to this. Her tone from last night creeps in towards the ever since. I think, again, Natsuki is still a lingering thing that needs to be addressed. I think until that gets addressed, this is what'll still happen. Because the MC says, okay, yeah, you're important to me, but Natsuki's still a thing, right? Like, again, still lingering. Until it's addressed, I think these types of lines or, like, phrases or sentences will still happen, right? Because you're a daylight in my day. Without you, the days are bland and boring. Stop, MC. You're making me blush. Again, Natsuki is still lingering, though. We need to address that. I mean, you asked, so answer honestly. You really are too good for me, MC. Come on, don't say that. I'm just trying to make you happy. Just like before, you bring me happy thoughts when we were together. Again, like, he's like... He was surprised that she was, I guess, cheerful despite the conversation. You can have real conversations, but enjoy spending time with people, right? Like what's happening now. Her mood shifts almost instantly. Oh no, not again. When you're... Poke her on the nose. It's like, when you're not around. What was that for? It was the stop worrying button. I pressed it, so stop worrying. Is that automatic? I don't think it... Hey, he's just gotta keep doing it, right? Like, keep pressing it. Like, don't worry. Stop worrying. I'm here now. We'll work through all the problems together. We can do anything as long as we try. It's not necessarily the case, but... No buts. I promise I'll help you out of this pit of worry. I look at her with great concern. I can tell she's skeptical. Look, how about we go back home and talk this over a little more in depth? Okay. I think what needs to be addressed and brought up is Natsuki. Again, because I still think that's just going to linger until it's addressed. Yeah, let's do that. And especially if, like let's say next day in the club or whatnot, they come back and Natsuki's still acting the same despite these two unofficially being official, right? Uneasy. I should have read that, right? She nervously takes my hand. I can feel her uneasiness emanating from her body. Let's see. The walk home was silent. I did not dare try to break the ice in public again. Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing, right? It's better, because we know what happens in, what is it, Outcast, regarding the, or was it Outcast or Fallen Angel? No, I think it was, Outcast. Yeah, it was Outcast, regarding what happens with, Yuri, the MC, sort of the public festival, what happens with that, right? The worry is something similar could happen here. She moves into the house quickly. I can tell she wants nobody to see her. Because, yeah, she's presumably, by the time I'm up to my room, she's already sitting on my bed with her head buried in her hands. I sit next to her, attempting to comfort her. What exactly is bothering you? What happens when you find someone better? He needs to address Natsuki. Because this is the thing, obviously. That's still something that's lingering. It needs to be brought up and addressed. Sayori, you don't need to worry about that. Why not? I'm falling to pieces right in front of you. Why do you even try? Think carefully what I'm about to say. Why not? Sayori, I try because I care. The only reason I'm part of the club is because of you. The other reason I have great friends and something to look forward to. Great friends besides Sayori. Most of all, I try because I know I would drop everything to help me. So you're only doing this all because you want to be even? Risk take. No. I'm doing this because you have really helped me through some of my dark times. You even brought me back to light. Honestly, I wonder if the choice is gonna come up soon. Like maybe like as a result of this very conversation, right? Whatever choice will determine the good and bad ending. Because this could be a choice like Monika's route, right? Like if you remember Monika's route, the choice between the good and bad ending, it was a slight wording change. And that led to obviously, you know, which made the difference between the good and the bad ending. It could likely be something here where the choice comes from this conversation. And a slight wording difference could, or slight wording sort of alteration may make a difference between good and a bad ending, right? So, I'm doing all this so I can make sure I can help you. I can't lose you because I don't try. I think that came out a little bit better. Good. You really care that much? Of course I do, Sayori. I can't lose you. Her eyes are muffled. She buries her face in my chest. Thank you, MC. You're the first person that's ever done anything like this for me. Anything for you, Sayori. Something about the sun shining through her blinds. After a little while, she regains her composure enough to speak clearly. I just don't understand still. Understand what? I know you saw the news on my bed yesterday. Okay, so yeah, again, this was also something that was just, like, kind of swept aside. I think Natsuki is the more important thing, right? Because this all really serves as is a confirmation that, you know, what she's saying is, in fact, the truth, right? That's how she feels. Face turns white at the thought of that again. I did see it. Did he not swipe it? Is it still there? Why'd you still stay? You knew I was ready to leave. To relieve every one of my burdens. I wasn't going to let a rope take you from me and your friends. I won't let anything take you from me, period. And if something or somebody tries to, they have to get through me first. Natsuki? Ooh, tough guy. Natsuki? But what happens when you can't protect me? We won't have to worry about that. Why not? I know you'll be gone at some point. False. So how am I supposed to stay strong when you're gone? The more you focus on it, the more of a problem it will be. But when that time comes, all you have to do is text me. That still means it'll be a problem. Well, it'll be a problem we can address. I'm getting tired of going on. I cut to the point. Sayori, it won't be a problem because this whole thing will go away. I'm going to make sure of it. I'll do whatever I need to do. Does the doctor know? Okay, because yeah, this is harkening back to, you know, Relapse and was it? I think it was Fallen Angel where Yuri was seeing like a psychiatrist. Going back to those mods where they actually have professional medical help as an option. No, I prefer to stay away from them. Why? They're trained to help you with stuff like this. If anything, it would help you. They actually are. And beyond that, this isn't just some small rain cloud, it's a storm. And it's also, you know, the issue is they don't want to burden them, right? They don't want to burden the doctors. Like, that's the thing. Like, she sees herself as a burden. Like, ultimately executing on this or whatnot will just burden them, right? The rest of them, no, besides Monica. Okay, wait. Do the rest of them... Besides Monica, because Monica knows, because she was the one who told the MC, I was confused with the wording of this, but she was the one who told the MC and hinted the MC towards this, right? So now, he's referring to Yuri Natsuki, right? No, I don't want anyone to worry about me, I just want our people to be happy. But Monica knew, so the question is how Monica knew and sort of what she was going to do to try and solve it. Presumably her plan was to go to the MC, right? Given, even before he was in the club, he's likely someone Sayori brought up, so what happens when someone wants you to be happy, like me? It kills me to see you like this, you know that. Well then, I haven't figured it out yet. Now let's figure it out together. With you by my side, we can end this darkness. Are you sure, MC? You don't want to try and it all be for nothing. Because obviously, you know, if they fail, like, she just sees herself, okay, I wasted the MC's time by doing this, right? So, but if they succeed, obviously they succeed, right? So, we can find the pieces to this puzzle. I think I'm ready to get rid of it all anyways. Good start already. You sure? You sure? The face says something different, right? Your words and your expressions, completely different story, right? You can read someone's face better than you can read their words. Sun's rays shine down Sayori. Even though the sun is fading, she isn't. Hey, it's around 8. Do you want to get back home? Okay, so now it's 8 p.m. Well, I can hear the resistance in her voice, so that's a no. I don't want to go home. Being with you is so much better than being home. Like, well, what she means is that they stay here then. Either they stay here or her house. MC's house or his house for the night. Exactly. Wherever you are is home to me. What she said just makes my heart melt. I don't even think she's aware of how beautiful that was. Well, I mean, it's what he said, but just better version, right? What do you plan on doing if you don't go home? I asked this knowing good and well what she'll say. Can I stay? I mean, okay. No, go home. It's like, no, leave. What? I'm just messing, Sayori. Of course you can stay here. Meaning, I thought you were serious. It's like, yes, leave. Why would I vow to help you through anything, then kick you out of my house? Bipolar. And just like that, I outsmarted her once again. Just don't scare me like that again, please. Because that was the wrong time to joke, dude. You got it. Well, now you're staying here. We have a lot more time on our hands. Yeah, because let's play a game. What game? That game being, yeah, I'm like, hide and seek in a house. Like, you need like an open area to do that. Christ, not this again. But it's about her right now. This is a consistent thing that's happened? Fine, we can play. Where's she gonna hide, though? Yeah, you seek first. Okay, that's what I was like. They're in a house, right? Pretty hard to hide. Like, open field, like, different story, but damn it. Alright, but you better make this a good game. Challenge accepted. He's not gonna find her. She just leaves. Okay, I'm ready. Start counting. She asks out of the room downstairs. Going to 60. 160. Okay, let's count. And that's 60. That's why I'm like, alright, I'm coming. She's downstairs, I know that. Okay, because you heard her go down the stairs. So that just eliminates half the possibilities, right? So, Sayori, where are you? No response. She's somewhere. At least she learned not to respond. Check every closet in the room. No luck. Let's try somewhere else. Kitchen? She's not here. Well, what other room is there, right? I searched all downstairs, though. I guess I'll let her win. Alright, Sayori, win. I can't find you. She's upstairs, then. No response. That means you can come out now, Sayori. Still nothing. What can I draw her out? I noticed her bag of sweets that I brought. Perfect. Standing out at the table, I pull out a large cookie. Well, I guess I mean this cookie all by myself. Rapid footsteps. There she is. As if I woke up a beast, she tramples around the corner, nearly falling to the floor. She eyes the cookie in my right hand. So was she upstairs or not? Because, like, that actually she outsmarted the MC if she faked, you know, loud, like, as loud as possible walking down the stairs, then quietly goes back upstairs to fool him into thinking she's actually downstairs. You better share. Well, it was yours to begin with, but I found you, so I win. That's not fair. That's cheating. You gotta do what you gotta do. You hid outside, so I could call that unfair. Okay, so she did hide outside, right? I was like, we don't talk about that part. But by that logic, because he said, okay, you could, I was like, if he said, like, okay, hide anywhere the first floor, that could involve, you know, any first floor, right? Just being outside, right? No, wait, what? Hold on, because it doesn't help you win. Even when she wants to win, her actions are still adorable. Oh, okay, I'll give you this one game. Yes, I knew you would. Despite her innocent appearance, I'm convinced she uses it all to her advantage. Sun starts to dim the surrounds. I realize how tired I am. Hey, I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. Already? It's not even that late. He goes to bed, like, super early. Like, just ignore it. Like, he went home from the interaction yesterday at, like, 5 p.m. and immediately went to sleep. See where it's 9:30. Whoa, it was like 8:30 minutes. It was 8 like 30 minutes ago. Time flies, Theoria. I was gonna say 9:30 still isn't that late though. When you're having fun, that is. You know what? That earned you a cookie. Here, it's hers to begin with. Toss the cookie I used to lure her out in her direction. Naturally, she drops it. Shockingly, it didn't break into 1,000 pieces. She swipes it up as soon as it hits the floor. 5-second rule. It's actually a 10-second rule. You can extend that all the way to 10. I found. That's disgusting. Well, if it hit though, it's not like it stayed for 5 seconds. If it hit it and she immediately picked it up. Granted, you gotta wash it first with water, right? Like, you gotta wash it just to make sure, like, nothing's happening. Romaisin, start to stairs. She fouls like a dog. Okay, now it's night. You want the bed or the floor? I want the closet. Bed. Okay. Alright, I'll get some stuff for me then. Eh? What do you mean? They literally slept in the same bed yesterday. Like, I don't know what he's saying now. You get in the bed, I get the floor. It's usually how it works. You can have the bed if you want. It's better than the floor. Then where'd you sleep? The bed. I'm like, there's false dichotomy here. Judging by the size of my bed, it's got enough room to put 2 people in it. Yeah. Alright then, that works. Me first. Far side. She jumps onto the bed and looks back at me. Come on. I'm tired. This reminds me of yours, Route, because she stayed at the MC's house practically every night. With Monica's route, I think it was a different story, but she was just bouncing off the wall with energy. How is she tired? Find my way to bed, making what I can of the space she left for me. Well, I mean, you can fake it, right? She could really be exhausted. Nice, Sayori. Good night. She kneels next to me and passed out instantly. Okay. Now he's got to deal with the subconscious. She's okay. That's all that matters. Okay. No subconscious interaction. That's interesting. That's interesting. I honestly think that's so interesting that there's zero subconscious interaction, because it's usually that's the case, right? But there's none today. That's interesting. That's so interesting. And then also, if he didn't set an alarm, are they now late for school again? Because they'd presumably try to get to school today, right? Given they spent all day yesterday, right? So, and because they would want, more importantly, they would want to show up to the club, right? So I look to my side and Sayori isn't there. She's probably just got tea or something. Oh, you sure, dog? I shuffle out of bed downstairs. Is this a freaking dream? Is this a dream? Like, please don't tell me this is a dream and he's gonna walk in there on, like, her hanging. That's why I'm like, please, please. Wait, what? Then where's Sayori? Wait, so what time is it? So this has got to be a dream sequence, right? Like, this has got to be a dream sequence. You can't fool me. I was like, oh my god. I was like, wow, no subconscious here? But this has got to be a dream sequence, right? Like, there's no other reason for these two to be here. Like, first off, second off, it's Thursday in-game time. So, or it should be Thursday in-game time. So, they've got school, right? There's no reason for them to miss school and come here, right? Especially given there's zero update on the situation that happened. Or at least somehow, maybe if Monica relayed that information to Natsuki, like ultimately what the MC did with Sayori. But then the question is, okay, like, how are they here? Where's Sayori? Like, what's going on? This has got to be a dream sequence, right? Hey guys, this has got to be a dream sequence, right? I guess let's start with them. You scared us. This has got to be a dream sequence, right? You're in my house. That's true. I'm like, why are these two here? Sorry, but why are you two here? Well, we came to see Sayori, but she isn't here. So, is this not a dream sequence? I guess, first off, how would they know Sayori's at our place, right? Second off, why would they just show up here, right? I guess maybe because, the MC relayed to Monica and then Monica relayed that to Natsuki yesterday, that they weren't showing, right? That, he was dealing with Sayori's issues. But then, why wouldn't they just check up yesterday evening after the club, right? As opposed to, the next morning, where it entails them skipping school, right? And this is even implying that, the MC and Sayori didn't plan to go to school. I assume that they planned to go to school the next day, right, today, so that they would get up and they would prepare for that. But these guys banked on A, not only us not going to school, but B, also sort of, I guess, I don't know why they somehow the previous night going well, right? Because it would make more sense for them to swing by immediately after the club is over, right? Whatever they've done with that, then swing by us. I guess maybe they wanted to give us more time, but that's assuming it goes well, right? Like, I don't know. Is this a dream sequence or not? We still don't know. Yeah, she wasn't there when I woke up. If we're planning to find her, we need it to fan out. Check her house. I mean, where else could she be? Where do we need to look, though? She could be anywhere. Her house. School. Like, school, it's Thursday. Like, she could have gone to school, right? Like, the alarm, if she set an alarm, we'll have woken the MC up. It's not like we know where to go. It's a big world, dummy. Well, we know where she might be. That's really our best bet. Wait, where's Yuri? Okay, that's also an important question, right? Why Yuri isn't here. So, here's the issue. He never swiped the noose from her. And I think the most logical place to check is her house. And then also, this is also something that needs to be addressed, because likely we'll get an answer. Started looking at the school. So far, no updates. Okay, so again, that removes school as an option. Check her house. Her house, the pier, the park, those three places, right? It's got to be one of those three. Like, I don't know where else it could possibly be three. Cafe makes no sense. House, park, pier. One of those two. Or three. But yeah, I mean, and there's three people here right now, so it makes sense to split up in that way. Alright, let's do this. Natsuki, really? They're checking the cafe? I was going to say, it makes sense for them three to go to Sayori's house because she lives right down the road, and if she's not there, then to figure out, right? Then they can split up and also check the cafe along with the park and pier. Got it. I'll let you know if I find her. Okay, Monica, you check the beach. Okay, so the beach, that was also something I didn't bring up because they went there, they actually just, I'm pretty sure they found that place when they had their interaction Sunday, right? That's a long way away. Are you sure she'd be there? Because, yeah, that's 4 miles away. We know that. It's my best idea. She loves that place. That still doesn't address either the park or the pier. Okay, I'll look there. Where else could she be? Park or pier? Her house? Could she be at the path? Has no one talked about her house? Like, why would she not be at her house? That's the most logical one out of anything. Okay, my worry overcomes my fatigue. I'm running the entire way there. Is this a dream sequence, though? That's still the question. Sun doesn't seem to move, and I see no other people on the way. Strange. Strange. Where is she? Very strange. My head twists and turns, looking for a short girl. She's really not that short. I spy at the end of the road, looking out the water. Sayori. Don't hurt me, I have no money. Okay. What time is it? Sayori, it's me, MC. Oh, hi, MC. What are you doing here? Her voice is laced with worry, like something terrible happened. You went missing. Everyone's out looking for you. So I assume, given he actually legitimately found her, you know, it's not a dream sequence. That was interesting, though. But MC, I saw nobody when I walked through a city. Well, Monica and the rest are scattered looking for you. Let's see. Well, you found me, but it's no use. What are you talking about? No use what? You're fine. She hits me with a sunburst of sadness. I'm not the same. What? You look fine to me. She doesn't say anything, but extends her hand to me. See for yourself, MC. Grab my hand. Is this a dream sequence? I keep eye contact and reach my hand forward and grab nothing. Looking down at the hand, I try again, nothing. My hand's going through hers. What the? This has got to be a dream sequence. I can't do anything, like I'm a ghost. Also, why can't I just divine him? It's gonna be a dream sequence. We're gonna wake up. Because, like, this makes zero sense, right? So, hearing that makes my soul hit the panic button. That means I'm not alive anymore. This is a dream sequence. No, this is a dream sequence, right? Like, there's no, like, this doesn't make sense. I look up at her face like it's fading. Sayori, is it actually? I don't know. She doesn't respond, like she didn't even hear me. This has got to be a dream sequence, right, Sayori? Right before my eyes, she vanishes into thin air. This is a dream sequence, right? There we go. I was confused for a moment. Okay, that had me. That dream sequence had me. Okay, I just noticed the music change, but yeah, because some dream sequence, it's obvious. That wasn't so obvious, right? Given we actually found Sayori, like, normally, I assumed it was a dream sequence. Or it wasn't, but then obviously it was. But even before that, I assumed it was, given Monica and Natsuki were here in casual clothing. Let's see, I'm shot to the same position. I'm back in my room. Is Sayori next to you? The clock reads 10:45. It's literally been like an hour. Was that a nightmare? I'm breathing heavy. And I was also confused why there was no subconscious. Breathing heavy, you feel the drip of cold sweat. Feel a tap on my shoulder. I see turn to see a cascade of relief. Are you okay, MC? You just woke up yelling. Thank God, it was a nightmare. I had a nightmare. So realistic. What happened? It might help if you talk about it. I woke up and you weren't here. Nobody could find you. Where was I? You were at the road we go to, but you were like a ghost. What do you mean? I tried to grab your hand, but mine went right through yours. Before my eyes, you vanished. I mean, like, having the power of, like being intangible would actually be pretty cool, but obviously vanishing is not, like, not exactly ideal, you know? Just, like, get deleted. You said you had died. What? What happened to me? Presumably, this is sort of hearkening back to, you know, here's the interesting part. That may be an event that legitimately happens on the Natsuki route, right? If we jump ship to Natsuki's route. Because we knew, presumably, Sayori planned to commit suicide that night anyway, right? So this could be, you know, something relating to that, where he does end up going Natsuki's route. Sayori does that, and that's some sort of interaction, last interaction he gets with her. You didn't say, you just disappeared. It was heartbreaking. Well, good thing it was a dream. I'm right here. I have my arms around her, like I hadn't seen her in years. I feel light tears going down my face, because it's been years since you've interacted like this. You had no idea how real that was. I can tell it was pretty bad. I've never seen you this shaken. Sorry if I woke you up. I didn't mean to. It's fine, MC. I just want to make sure you're okay, because now the roles are reversed here, right? I'm fine with knowing you're still alive. That's sweet. Can you go back to sleep now? No. I suddenly realized I'm still holding her for dear life. Oh yeah, sure. Sorry about that. It's okay, MC. Do you need anything before I doze off again? I think I'm good. Good night. Night. As if on command, she falls down to the mattress. Wish I could do that. I turn on my back and face down with one thought in my mind. What the hell made me dream that? Subconscious. Hopefully it won't happen again. What about subconscious? Are we actually have... Unfortunately, I can't lower the volume, so alarm. No alarm, though? So... Are they or are they not going to school? Because whether they go to school ultimately, subsequently... determines whether they go to the literature club. Is the literature club just, like, gonna freaking dissipate? Is that, like, no longer a thing in this route, at least? Because it's Thursday, and if they're not showing up to the literature club, you know, why show up tomorrow, right? My mind focuses on Sayori, sleeping like an angel. What time is it? Looks like the whole day will be bright. What time is it? I get out of bed, making sure to be quiet. What time is it? Clock reads, okay, so they may actually go to the school. Weird, the alarm didn't go off. I shake off thoughts, I put on my uniform. But is it still set to snooze? And no, Sayori slowly move around. Good morning. Good morning. Her voice sounds very tired. She must be like this every morning. Well, it's time to get up for school, Sayori. Come on, Sayori. Monica will be happy if we skip 2 days. Honestly, I think it's better that they had 1 day yesterday, and now they can actually show up to the club normal. Obviously, the lingering thought is Natsuki and what she's gonna do, but still. Fine. She slowly gets out of bed to come to an obvious realization. MC, I don't have my uniform. It's in her house, right? Well, that's not good. Let's go get it. Won't we be late? It's 6:30. Like, that's earlier than they normally get up. Now, if we hurry, let's go. Sprint. She seems to lack the energy that she usually has. She stumbles with almost every step. Sierra, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just a little tired. I'll be right back. Stay here. Are you sure? Not to her request, she turns and heads into her house. It's probably Monica checking out again. Who is it? So I know my phone's from Natsuki? Okay, that's interesting. Later today, we need to talk. That's interesting. Because here's the thing, right? In the dream sequence, you know, Natsuki knew about Sayori, and she was equally concerned with Monica. And now that this is a text the MC received, I think it's likely Monica ended up telling her in real life, right? Like, that could be the answer to this. I think that's the most logical explanation. We'll see, but yeah, obviously it's 30 minutes, so I'm gonna end it here. So, yep, that's it for today. See you in the next one.